What are you hiding behind your back?
Nothing. I have two things I want to share, and what is behind my back is thing number 2.
Oh, what about thing number 1?
Thing number 1, like what the heck? It's 80 degrees and we're already hot. My little baseball cap isn't cutting it, or our normal clothing. So we took a trip to storage and we got all of our wrinkly summer clothing out, and here we are wearing it. I ordered this hat off Amazon because my last year's hat went through the wash and dryer and it never recovered.
Nope. Oh, we wanted sun. Here it is.
My hands are getting tired. Do you want to see what thing number 2 is?
Okay.
We are to the point where we're backing up on our raw milk again, and we need to make ice cream, but we're kind of tired of the amaretto or the berryetto, so I thought I'd try to make one of our favorites, rum raisin.
What?
I got some rum. So basically what you do is we're gonna soak 3 cups of raisins in about a cup of rum. We're gonna let it sit at least all day, if not overnight. And then you dump the raisins into your ice cream mix.
Oh.
So we'll see. This could turn out really bad or really good.
Don't drink and eat this ice cream. I mean, drive and eat this ice cream. Look, 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 look. Happy, 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 happy. Oh, yeah.
What?
I don't know.
That's not gonna soak the raisins.
Go, Sailor Jerry. Go, Sailor Jerry.
Okay, I'll go put this in the RV. Let it do its magic.
So berryetto definitely upped us a notch in the neighborhood, and now we're upping the ante. We're going straight neighborhood domination here, people. So you guys remember the Rock Grizzly soil filter that we made? Worked fantastic. The only problem is we have a lot of rock and very little soil. So right now, left over from our water project last year, there's 20 something yards of big river rock that's sitting on a neighbor's property. He was kind and let us filter our rock over there. And with summer, fire season came, he didn't want us up there for fire reasons. And then during the winter, we were busy, or fall, we were busy with the house build, and then winter came. So here we are, a full year later. We've got to go get that rock off there. It's just too far for us to motor it with the backhoe. We'd probably end up doing more damage to the road and annoying neighbors and things like that. So we've got a local dump truck coming who's going to help us move that from up there and going to move it down where we keep all the rest of the rock. If you haven't seen that Grizzly video, check it out. We actually had a 1 and a 2, and I think people were joking about us making a Grizzly number 3. Stay tuned, that might happen eventually. All right, let's go.
If you want to know about this contraption, Jesse did a video series on it, so I'll be sure to link in this video to the first episode. It's basically a caddy for our pump, and it has a timer on it, so you can set it and forget it. It also has a check valve in it, because when the pump shuts off, if it doesn't have a check valve, all the water we have sitting in our cisterns up there tries to go backwards through our pump and into the tank. Believe it or not, the last time we got 2 loads of water, and we're not even sure if that topped our cistern's off, was over the winter, so probably over 3 months ago. And any day now we're like, there's no way we have water left, and we do. Water keeps coming out and pressure's great. So we really want to go look in the tanks and see how much water we have, but we know that we could easily put probably 4 loads of water in, I don't know. So this week, every time we go to town, we're gonna take the truck and get 250 more gallons of water. I've set the timer for 20 minutes. We'll see where we're at. The idea is that we have it down to a science, and we can set the timer for whatever time it takes, and then it stops. We don't have to hurry off and turn off the pump and turn off the hydrant, etc., etc. We can simply be just going about our life like normal.
What trouble those two are causing.
And how about that? We're done with water. This took about 46 minutes. Next up on the to-do list, this is a good one. You ready? A few days ago, something happened that was bound to happen, but hadn't happened for 2.5 years, and we finally got bit. We lost a memory card down there. And based on its location, Jesse said, it's gone. So, and it's gonna be really hard to get to. So on the to-do list is buy a new SD card. But these babies are like 50 bucks, the ones we buy, so I'm gonna try to fish it out and surprise him. I think it's this board right here. Oh man, I'm gonna do it. Totally found it. I'm gonna fish it out with a stick. No, a clothes hanger. There she is. I don't know what that's gonna earn me, but at the minimum, a really good foot rub. Hitting me, I just dropped it back in there again. Wow, you... Oh, where did it go? Ah. Literally vanished.
Wow, awesome. Feels so good to have that checked off of our list. One thing we've learned is that our neighbors are wonderful people. They're very generous, but we don't want to risk overstaying our welcome. They've been very accommodating, which they don't have to do. We're thankful they are. That's gonna make our neighbor happy, happy, happy. All right, let's go find out what kind of trouble Alyssa's getting into. Guys, we caught Alyssa in the act.
I'm so sorry. I know this wasn't on the to-do list. Please forgive me. I had a moment of weakness, so I had to just...
Dude.
Oh, but doesn't it look good?
We both have been wanting to do this,
Oh my
so
God.
I'm
Look,
glad you did it.
I put the recycle over there. I swept. I'm gonna organize that. Clean.
What the heck? There's a cabin in here.
I cleaned our
But
glove
what?
bin.
Nice. AKA the trash can.
And we have like kind of a Goodwill gloves I don't like. And then
Nice.
my plan is to move all of that right here. Our
Ooh.
charging station. I know. I know your
Kabam.
language.
Kabam.
It's looking pretty good in here.
Well, it feels good to take a small break from the sun. I'm happy to report the garage feels amazing. I don't know how hot it is out there, maybe 80. But I think the sun's, like usual, is hotter than that in the garage. Super comfortable. It's nice to be able to just escape, get a drink, and enjoy the shade. The one thing about the garage, though, it's become a bit of a pigsty. We've had so many projects going. We're going a million miles a minute. It's been raining a lot until, just a few days ago, 4 or 5 days ago. So this place kind of got really out of hand. It feels good. I think Alyssa's kind of on a cleaning binge. Makes sense. It's spring cleaning, right? So I think I'm going to do the same. We have talked about trying to get the garage back under control, get things that need to go to storage out of here and make room. Of course, these braces that I'm sitting on right now, we're hoping to get those up with the SIPs. That'll make more room in here. And we've got a bunch of storage racks that we've had purchased, but we haven't put together, that'll get a lot of this stuff up off the ground and get a lot of things out of the cabin. So I think I'm going to enjoy some time in the shade and tidy up the garage. You can see from here that that's not oiled and that is oiled. Nice work, love. Looking good, house. Looking good. Oh yeah. Look at them walls. You're looking good against that blue sky.
Right?
Oh yeah. That does look good. Wow.
Looks way better.
Wow.
Better than the oiled ones, but it'll fade.
Not oiled. Oiled. Good job.
Getting the undersides is not very fun.
Kimberly remembered why we didn't oil these. Apparently this was where they were walking when they were setting the rafters.
Oh,
and
great.
so they didn't want oil on them.
On one side.
On one side, so that they didn't slip and fall. And that's why that didn't get oiled. So the summer heat has started to build, and of course we don't have a roof on the house yet, which is what it is. Can't stress about it. But we were here stretching inside the house yesterday evening, and you can hear the frame cracking and popping as the checking cracks start to develop. That's going to happen no matter what. That's part of using timbers in your house. In fact, we've seen houses that have checking cracks an inch wide, but hopefully if we can get a roof on it, it'll slow that process down just a little bit. Look forward to putting all this flooring in the loft.
Oh my god, me too. So much.
It's gonna be great. Pretty soon, all we'll see is beautiful V-groove, tongue and groove Doug fir up here. Well, that's not bad progress for an hour. Looks like I've got a lot of work to do here. Alyssa's whipping up some dinner. I'm gonna keep plugging away on the garage. I think what's going to be really good for the mind is when we pretty much get all the building materials out of here and then we get all of these racks put together. It's going to feel really good. We have just a lot of organizing to do. We were talking about earlier today how when we don't need the generator anymore, we won't really need to keep our pickup where we keep it now, because that's really been our kind of generator storage. It just became that way. It wasn't really planned. That's what happened. We're slowly getting ready to live in this house. Sometimes we work on projects like this and we make tons and tons and tons of progress, and then it feels like it kind of sits around for a while, which is really hard on the mind because we feel like every day we're pushing really hard, but we can't always be working on the house. Seems like there's always a lot of other projects, like moving the rock today was one of those things. It feels really good to get it off of our list, but it keeps us from working on this stuff. One of the things that Alyssa and I have talked about this year, and you might remember that from the videos back in the winter, we talked about trying to find that joy that we came here seeking, not just to build a house and work ourselves into the ground. And just as quick as we got 3 of the SIP walls up, it feels better to go into the house and just stretch. You might recall that 2 years ago, actually 2 years ago right now, I hurt myself, my back. All I was doing was taking a shower, totally random. And for a year after that, my health, my ability to do things went down, 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 down. And I was very frustrated, and the long story short, about a year ago, I was able to finally connect with a chiropractor in the Seattle area. And he gave me some tools, some self-healing tools that I've been using for a year that have gotten me back to probably 90%, 85, 90%. But a lot of this has come from not taking care of our bodies. We're working really hard, doing extremely physical work. And I think today was a good reminder of that. The sun came out, it was really hot, and I felt myself slowing down. I felt like I just couldn't really keep moving. And I think it's just a good reminder of what we talked about over the winter. Slow down, enjoy this process. The house will get built. There's no end to the work around here for sure. I think in our mind, the garage is our garage, but it's not. It's really not. It's still a construction site, and I think this is kind of what happens when you try to move in too soon, which is something that we're kind of paranoid about. We talked today about maybe not even moving the RV now. I mean, what's the point now? Through winter, it's perfectly fine where it is, I guess. In lieu of trying to put it in here and then take up space when we could be getting our bathroom built and functioning, get the plumbing working, maybe get some electrical in here, make a proper house out of it. And I think some of that frustration that we feel, maybe me specifically, is because we're sort of kind of moving in, kind of, and it's still very much under construction. So it's going to be this battle, I feel like, where like our potable water pump today was all covered in dirt and dust because I'm in here cleaning, and well, that's something we really like to stay fairly clean. But anyway, you get the idea. There is a positive spin to this, and that is we seem to be rested. During the winter, we needed some major downtime, some Alyssa and Jesse time, some ourselves time, some rest time, and it seems like we're back at it. And that's good, because I can tell you that in December and January, those were really hard mental months. They're hard in general here because the winters are dark and long and cold. But I think coming off the build season last year, Alyssa and I were just tanked. We were destroyed. And so I guess the good news is we're feeling amped. We're moving forward. That's all progress, because I was worried that we just might not have it. It looks better. That's all I'm gonna say. It looks better. Probably still have at least a half a day to get this place polished, but I've got something a little bit more important I need to get done tonight, and that's change the tires on our car. I'm pretty sure winter's done, but we've still got studs on, and we've got to get them off. Alyssa tells me dinner is ready to go, so I'm gonna join her and then finish out with the car. Hopefully tomorrow we're back to SIPs. What I'm really excited about is to try out our hot knife. We need to modify these garage panels, and I'm really excited to get those headers in there and for once to finally see the garage framed. And then we need to call and get our garage door installation scheduled.